taking on the Tennessee Titans.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ready, set. Get it. 70 Timberwolves.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Nowhere to go that time. Might have got the yard up to the 25.
When you look at this defense,
they come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go.
to throw, here's Ward.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
From the gun, here's Ward. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 41 yards in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The Titans at 2-8 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Dragon 60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready, ready?
Throwing is Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Josh Whyle,
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
and the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Ready?
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready?
Here's Daniels. That's caught by center.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Ready? Buffalo Ace, 70 Lions. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Ready?
To the air goes Daniels.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
You talk about this Titan defense.
They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Daniels looking to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
70.
And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll get to Pollard.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
13.
Throwing now, Ward. Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Daniels.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
This defense for the Titans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Pass caught, it's Lane with it.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
70 Ranger. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos.
Throwing now is Daniels.
That's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Dragon 60. Ready?
Krosky Merritt going to try and push his way in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Ready, set.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Ready, go.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Get it.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard, 28 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before.
And got his man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 34.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Take over 1st down at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. 79. 19. Cougar 19. Let's go.
To throw is Ward.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
After that throw, it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
He was brought down at the 45.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Here's Ward.
Complete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ward from the gun on third down. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
60 by 6, 60, go!
To throw is Daniels. Over the middle, that's the tight end Sinnott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid game to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
He'll get this complete to Sinnott, the tight end. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Ben Sinnott, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. And they've got it 1st and 10. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Now Ward. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On now is the Titans punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
Here we go. Set.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Got ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go now.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Ward throwing to start the drive.
That went out wide and intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10.
18, runner, 18, check. Like it.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Daniels. He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game, and I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even? They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
On the
The
jump.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours. But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And that's incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Washington going to send out their punter,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Lockett. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
18, 5 here.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
and that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 8. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They go with a shovel pass, and it's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin from 17 yards out. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To throw, here's Ward. It's caught. Lockett.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler. Go.
Throwing is Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a give here to Pollard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is taken around the 12. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They toss it down to Pollard. They'll get this down to the 38.
It's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Back. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. Moore. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Trey Amos. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Come on.
Here's Daniels.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Ready.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready? Ready?
Going to run again here with Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Ward now working out of the gun. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On now is the Titans punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A run inside, Krosky Merritt. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
That flag, that'll push him back 5. Daniels looking to throw.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
To the air goes Daniels.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Returnable for Lockett. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 21-yard line.
Ready?
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
70 Lions. Viking 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And shutting him off now open field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass.
It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington,
the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.